Well, in Australia, 43% of people will experience a mental health condition in their lifetime. And while the numbers are worrying, research also shows that good nutrition can fight against depression and anxiety.
So for Mental Health Month, Sunrise nutritionist Sarah Di Lorenzo is sharing the best foods to help boost your mood. This sounds great, Sarah.
It's good information.
You actually say health, gut health has a big impact on your mental health.
100%. So when we eat a beautiful, healthy, balanced diet, we nourish all of our microbiome, the good bacteria in our gut that lower inflammation, support the gut-brain axis, mood regulation, as well as like serotonin and dopamine, which are really important. But there's things like, we've heard of probiotics and prebiotics, but there's also psychobiotics. So they're beneficial bacteria. It's a new sort of newish research, but beneficial bacteria that help with things like anxiety, depression, mood regulation, cognition and stress. So best foods for our gut is this kind of little spread that I've got here. Antioxidants, anti-inflammatory foods. We want the fermented foods like yogurt and tofu, kimchi, as well as like anti-inflammatory. Great one to have every day would be a handful of nuts. And there's just things like the omega-3 that you can find in flax seeds. Whole grains as well are really important. And I have this challenge to people when they're supporting their gut health. Try and eat 30 different plants over the course of the week. I know it sounds a lot, but it's actually not when you think about it, because the average adult eats about 12. So if you think of just mixing up your fruits, including like vegetables, you know, and just trying to get up to 30, it's actually very achievable.
Can I ask you a silly question? You're going to hate me for this, but I saw a TikTok the other day and this doctor said that if you pass wind, fluff, whatever you want to call it, it's a sign of good gut health. Is that true?
It depends. Yes, it can. I mean, there's different types of wind, but it can depend. Yes, if you've, I mean, look, do you know the average person how many times they would pass wind a day?
We are going down a rabbit hole.
Okay, like, where did we get to?
Okay, it's kind of normal to pass wind about 14 times a day. That's a bit of a... There you go.
See, I told you.
We usually start after 10 o'clock.
It depends on what you've eaten. That's a whole nother segment. This is something great that you could bring into your diet to enhance your gut health. A couple of times a week, something like this, where you've got the chickpeas, quinoa, fermented foods with the yogurt, the sauerkraut's great as a side, and just that little rainbow, walnuts over the top. And it's a great place to start to really address gut health. Just something like that, you know, every second day would really enhance gut.
Okay, can we get on to the chocolate muffins? What are these?
Absolutely. Okay, mood boosting. So mood, you think of when you actually have a poor diet, lots of cakes, lollies, biscuits, fried foods, no one actually feels great. But when you eat really healthy, you support, again, things like the neurotransmitters, like, you know, the serotonin and dopamine, as well as like tyrosine and tryptophan, magnesium, all of these things that are amazing that we find in foods like I've got here, like the berries. Something else great for mood is bananas, coffee, all of the different beans as well, antioxidants, dark chocolate, seeds. So what I thought I would do here is I would make a muffin, because it's actually really mood boosting. Literally have made this from black beans, egg, a little bit of dark chocolate, a bit of cacao, some maple syrup, and I think they're amazing, and I think it's a great way.
There you go.
Okay, Nat, I always get nervous when Nat tries things.
Good mood. No, because I'll tell her if I don't like it.
She'll just come straight out and say, I don't like that. But that's literally black beans, and it's literally black beans, eggs and chocolate.
No, I can't toast a black bean.
No, you can't.
Okay.
And it's a great way.
I can toast a chocolate.
I think it's a great way for people who don't like legumes as well to actually start eating them, just in things like that. There's no flour in there or anything. It's literally
another quick one without notice. This isn't a curly one. With dark chocolate, how high a percentage should you go, or how low should you go?
Mine 70% and above for medicinal effects.
70. You don't have to go to 85, because that's going to be cardboardy.
No, it tastes so bitter. I've tried 100% chocolate. It's
so 70
it's too bitter. Taste is everything.
Can we talk about stress? Because the stress of even eating well kind of gets on top of you, right? What sort of advice do you have?
Stress is absolutely huge. All of that, like surging cortisol and adrenaline, it really compromises our health, our microbiome. People with a lot of stress can get IBS issues. It depletes magnesium, which is really important for mood, all that kind of stuff, and B vitamins as well. So what I've done here, and what I say to my patients, because when we're stressed, we focus on the stress, and so many people wing ad hoc throughout their day. And what I always say say to people is do some food prep. Well, I do this, not that I'm stressed, but I actually do a lot of food prep. Have things handy like sauerkraut, pickles, boiled eggs, tins of tuna. Chop up a whole lot of vegetables so when you're in a rush, you can throw them all in something like this.
Yeah.
Have this for a couple of days, because when you're stressed and compromised, the most important thing is self-care, self-love, and that's all amazing foods for stress too.
Beans, the musical fruit. The more you eat, the more you toot. 14 times apparently. Sarah, thank you so much for coming in.
Thank you.
Love it.
And you can find all the recipes over on the Sunrise website.